Imagine waking up one day to find your creations on the top of the charts, but the world doesn't know they are yours. In a world that thrives on innovation and originality, this is a musician's worst nightmare. The lawsuit filed by Juan Jabez Jackson against industry giants such as Rodney Jerkins, Destiny's Child and Brandy Norwood is not just an isolated event. It's a high-stakes game of copyright infringement, where the compositions in question are not just obscure melodies, but chart-topping hits that shaped the sound of a generation. We're talking about songs that have been hummed, sung and danced to by millions across the globe. The potential damages? They could run into the millions. But this isn't just about the money. As we peel back the layers of this lawsuit, we'll reveal a story about recognition, respect, and the very essence of creativity. As we dive deeper, we'll see this isn't just about money. It's about recognition, respect, and the very essence of creativity. The lawsuit zeroes in on a selection of songs that had us all singing along in the late 90s. It's a musical trip down memory lane, but with a twist. The tracks in question include hits such as Mary J. Blige's Share My World and I Can Love You, Destiny Child's No No No, and Brandy Norwood's Angel in Disguise, Never Say Never, The Boy Is Mine, and Learn the Hard Way. These are songs that not only topped the charts but also defined an era. But what exactly is the bone of contention here? Jackson alleges that these songs contain elements, melodies, lyrics, themes that mirror his original compositions. Let's take a closer look at these allegations. In the case of Mary J. Blige's Share My World, Jackson points to melodic and lyrical parallels. He argues that the song's hook, its core melody, bears striking similarity to his own work. Similarly, with I Can Love You, Jackson points out thematic and stylistic overlaps. Destiny's Child's No 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 also finds itself under scrutiny. Jackson alleges that the song's composition bears an uncanny resemblance to his own, and the influence of Rodney Jerkins, who produced the song, is called into question. Brandy Norwood's songs, particularly those from her Never Say Never album, are also a significant part of this lawsuit. Angel in Disguise, Never Say Never, The Boy Is Mine, and Learn the Hard Way are all being examined for unique elements and possible overlaps with Jackson's work. For instance, the title track, Never Say Never, is being scrutinized for its impact on the industry and how it may have been influenced by Jackson's compositions. The hit duet, The Boy Is Mine, is being explored for how its success could have potentially overshadowed any similarities it may have had with Jackson's work. Learn the Hard Way is being dissected for its thematic and musical parallels to Jackson's music. These are serious allegations that could potentially change the way we perceive these iconic songs. It's not just about credit or royalties, but about the sanctity of originality and the respect for an artist's creative expression. And it's not just about these songs in isolation. Jackson's lawsuit alleges an ongoing pattern of behavior, suggesting that these instances of alleged copyright infringement aren't one-offs but part of a larger, systemic issue in the music industry. This case, therefore, has far-reaching implications. It's not just about determining whether these songs did indeed use Jackson's compositions without permission. It's about setting a precedent for how such cases are handled in the future, and about ensuring that artists' rights are protected. It's a fine line between inspiration and imitation, and that line is at the heart of this lawsuit. At the center of this storm is renowned producer Rodney Jerkins. A titan in the music industry, Jerkins' golden touch has graced countless hit records. But today, we're focusing on a different aspect of his legacy, his role in the alleged copyright infringements. Rodney Jerkins, also known as Darkchild, has worked with a veritable who's who of the music world. From Michael Jackson to Lady Gaga, his production skills have shaped the sound of pop music for decades. Notably, he's had a significant hand in the creation of the songs currently under scrutiny in the lawsuit filed by Juan Jabez Jackson. Jerkins' collaborations with the artists named in the lawsuit are well documented. He was instrumental in crafting the sounds of Mary J. Blige's Share My World and Destiny's Child's No No No, both of which are now being investigated for potential similarities to Jackson's work. Jerkins' influence extends beyond just producing the tracks. His creative process often involves co-writing the songs, giving him a deep understanding of the melodies, lyrics, and themes. This potentially places him in a unique position regarding the alleged copyright infringements. The lawsuit suggests that Jerkins may have knowingly or unknowingly facilitated the use of Jackson's compositions in these songs. If proven, this could significantly affect his reputation and standing in the industry. But it's not just about the potential legal ramifications. This situation also brings into focus the blurred lines between inspiration and imitation in the music industry. How much of a song's DNA can be borrowed before it crosses the line into infringement territory? And where does a producer's responsibility lie in ensuring the originality of the tracks they work on? The question isn't just whether these songs copied Jackson's work, but whether Jerkins knowingly facilitated it. As the case progresses, it's clear that the answers to these questions could have far-reaching implications for Jerkins and the music industry as a whole. This lawsuit could do more than just change the lives of those involved. It could change the industry itself. Imagine a world where every melody, every lyric, and every beat needs to be double-checked for potential copyright infringement. It could bring about a seismic shift in the way music is made. If Juan Jabez Jackson's lawsuit is successful, it might embolden other artists to bring forth their own lawsuits, ultimately leading to a floodgate of litigation. This could result in a more cautious industry where artists, producers, and record labels are more vigilant in ensuring their work doesn't infringe on any copyrights. Such a shift could have both positive and negative implications. On the positive side, it could lead to more original music as artists strive to avoid any potential copyright issues. It could also mean better compensation and recognition for those who create the music we love. On the flip side, it could slow down the creative process. Artists might become hesitant to experiment, fearing that their work could inadvertently infringe upon someone else's copyright. This could lead to a stifling of creativity and a decrease in the diversity of music available. Moreover, it could significantly impact the financial dynamics of the industry. The cost of litigation and potential penalties for copyright infringement could put a strain on smaller record labels and independent artists. And then there's the question of how it would affect the artists themselves. Would they feel more secure knowing their work is protected? Or would they feel more constrained, worrying about potential lawsuits? As we navigate these uncertain waters, one thing is clear. This lawsuit could have far-reaching implications for the music industry. It's not just about Jackson or Jerkins or the specific songs in question. It's about the very fabric of the music industry and how we, as a society, value and protect creative works. As we await the court's decision, the music industry holds its breath, knowing that the outcome could reshape the way we create, share, and profit from music. In the world of music where melodies intertwine and rhythms echo, defining originality can be as complex as a symphony. As we've delved into the details of the lawsuit filed by Juan Jabez Jackson against the likes of Rodney Jerkins, Destiny's Child, and Brandy Norwood, we've seen the intricacy of this legal composition. Jackson's allegations are far from trivial. They implicate chart-topping songs that have not only defined a generation but also, according to Jackson, borrowed heavily from his original compositions. The scale of the lawsuit is immense, touching on numerous hits that have reverberated through our speakers and into our lives. The role of Rodney Jerkins is particularly significant. As a renowned producer, Jerkins' influence on the music industry is colossal. Yet, if Jackson's claims hold up, we might have to reassess the originality of the melodies we've hummed along with, the rhythms that have made us dance, and the lyrics that have touched our hearts. The potential implications of this lawsuit extend far beyond the parties involved. They could reshape our understanding of copyright law in the music industry. If Jackson's case succeeds, it may prompt a wave of similar allegations, lead to tighter scrutiny of song compositions, and possibly even redefine the boundaries of creative borrowing. The ripple effect might be felt in recording studios, boardrooms, and courtrooms across the globe. Yet amidst the legal jargon and potential upheaval, it's crucial to remember the heart and soul of the matter: the music. The songs in question have been a part of our collective soundtrack, resonating with us, moving us, defining moments of our lives. It's a reminder that music, in its essence, is a shared experience, a universal language that transcends boundaries. As we follow this case, we're reminded that in music, as in law, every note matters. Until next time, keep your minds open and your playlists diverse. This has been Music Industry Legal Battles.